Hi, it's Wendy Spanish Crafter. I've been playing around with some Amazon packaging and I've made some corner decorations really, and they would just slip onto the corner of your page. This is quite a big one, but it probably would just fit in a page. It is just over 14 centimetres. So, and I've decorated both sides of that one, so you can have it on either page, you know, that side or that side. This is just some stickers and labels, words, numbers from Artie Mays. So that's one. This was another one that I've made with packaging that I've painted and sprayed with metallic mica paints. That one is just glued. That one is just glued, but I'll show you a couple that I've done. This one is stitched with a wide zigzag stitch, but when I was stitching it I thought, well, that's not going to slot right snugly onto the page. You can see how it's sticking out there and there, obviously because of the stitching. So if you did want it to fit snugly, I suggest that you don't do any stitching. That's another one. I've just stamped a few crowns just playing ages ago with these Amazon packaging. This is another one where I've left one side square and one side is a triangle, and I've just done a straight stitch on that one, and that's yet to be decorated. So I'll just go through. There's a few tutorials on Facebook. This is one design. If you're using thickish paper, this just about manages it, the Amazon packaging, but any thicker and it would be quite difficult. So to make one like this, you need a proper square and fold it up diagonally, and then I put mine on my grid paper here to get the exact middle here. So if that goes up to 32 there, because you want to fold these in to, let me just double check that this isn't my template. No, you want it that way. Sorry, you want to come down. So you want this line straight and this on the centre, and fold this down to the centre point of here. You can always measure it with a ruler and mark it with a pencil. Then you fold these end pieces up as tight as you can to this point here and this side, so that they practically meet in the middle. Now, because the paper's quite thick, it's never going to meet exactly. Then I just fold mine back to get a little fold. I'll tell you why in a minute, because these are going to tuck in there. But just to make it a little easier, I just put a little score line. Now see what I'm doing there? That's them up there. They're going to fold inside this pocket here. Tuck it right down inside, and the same with this one. So just putting that little score line there just makes it a little bit easier. So that is that one. So that slots over your page. Let's just get a piece of card here. Like that. So you've got a triangle on that side and a square on that side. You could always stitch round here if you wanted to, but once that's decorated up, I think that'll look really nice. And then this one is quite easy because it's just a square of paper and a triangle. Let's get some. I'm just going to cut a square of this, just measure it on my guillotine at the side of me, and it's just over 4.5 inches square. So I'm going to cut two squares the same size. So that's going to be on the other side, so this is going to be this front. Now you can either just fold this in half and glue it together, or cut it. See, I've ripped that bit there, but it doesn't really matter. And that is going to be glued on there like that. If any of your sides aren't quite meeting, just trim them off with a pair of scissors. We're not too pedantic over this. So we need some decent glue. So I'll use 3-in-1. It just fell off my desk there. I'm going to glue this together first. Get right under that piece that I've ripped a little bit. You can just sit with these on your knee at night with a tray, with all your ephemera, not all your ephemera, but some of your ephemera to glue on and decorate. Right, see, that's not meeting there, so I'm just going to trim that down. And there. So obviously the square wasn't exact. So that's glued down. And then that just glues on there to make the pocket inside. So I'm putting a bead of glue on the shorter sides. And that just glues along there. And any bits that are sticking out, you can just trim away with your scissors like that there, just to get a nice smooth edge. So that just slots onto your pocket like that. So what I'm going to do is just decorate these while I'm with you. Just neaten it up a bit. So I've got some bits here. I've got my little Artie Maze folder here. So I'm going to pull some butterflies and sayings. These are Artie Maze's definition labels. So I'll use a couple of those. Put some brown one on one side. Ooh, dropping on the floor. And I also have a folder with some bits of paper for decoupage. Just pull some greeny colours out, I think, just to decorate up a little bit. Rip the edges, because I like torn edges. I'm not going to do both sides, I'm just going to do one while I'm with you. Like so. Stick this down, and I think we'll choose a nice big butterfly to go on here as well. That there. Ink the edge of this one up. We'll find a nice butterfly. I'm going to stick that just under the edge of there. So just pull that up a little bit. I saw on someone's video that this 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac, they don't like the heat, and that's why it all oozes out. And I think that must be why I have this problem. See, it's all just bubbling up now. So if you don't get the top on straight away, you just get a bubble of glue. Well, I call it a volcano. And what I'm going to do is, no, I'm not going to put that. I'm going to choose a nice butterfly. Oh, there's a nice green one. Is that one bigger? No, that's the same. I'm going to stick that on there. Just ink up, because I've left a little tiny white border around the edges of this one. So I don't like, no, I'm just spreading that glue off my finger, and I'll just use some PVA glue. I know what I should have done. I'm going to stick that on there. Oh, I've just hidden the word there. That wasn't very good, was it? So that will do there. And what I'm going to do is just get a piece of lace. Can't get the pin back working. Wipe my fingers. Let me just grab a piece of lace from down here. I've got some nice narrow thinnish lace here. Let's just try that. I have enough just to go. Yes, I have. So I need the fabric 3-in-1 again. So I'm going to glue it round the 3 corners. It's not 3 corners, 2 corners, 2 straight sides. Let's just see how we get on. Get the top back on quick. Put that. I'm just going to leave it off the edge a fraction. Just a tiny bit. I don't want it sticking out too much. And I can trim that off there. Up the side there. And then put some more down here. Don't want the scruffy side. Just need a little bit more glue on top of that. No, well, and I'll just butt it up to the edge, I think. There. And then trim off on an angle. And then we can find some words. Now I bought these at the craft shop the other day. They're from a Dutch Doobadoo company. And they're words on the sticky. So I'm just finding something that would be quite good. Magical. Single moments make great memories. Sounds quite... Oh, I've got 2 there. Stick that one back on. And I'm going to cut it there. Now, even though they're stickers, I always put a bead of glue along as well. So I'm going to put along there. Then stick that one along the folded edge there. This is very quick, I know, but it's just so that you get the idea. You could always put a little bow or a flower. I don't know if I've got any flowers around at the moment. I don't think I have. No, they're navy blue. I have my little die cut box at the side of me. That's fine. So that's the other side. You could decorate that up obviously because that would show on your page as well on that side. Okay, so that's just a couple of little ideas and I shall see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.